fishing trip got canceled this morning due to rain and high winds, so I'm headed off on a little drive, go 500 kilometers this way. We're headed to Seal Cove, and then maybe see some icebergs up there. Sure hope we get to see icebergs, that'd be nice. We had a 5-hour drive to get here. There was lots of construction, but when we get right to our destination, it's even more intense. The local people were really happy to have this highway fixed, but for us it was a bit of an ordeal. I got to the shore and there's the iceberg. It didn't disappoint. I was happy, taking some shots from the shore here, getting what I could get. Wonderful iceberg pieces and so beautiful. Unfortunately, the light is coming from behind and there's nothing I can do about that. And then these wonderful people decided to take us out for a little tour. We went out across the sparkling water here, around behind the icebergs. I got the light that I wanted on the icebergs. It was fantastic. This one seems to have a carving up on the one corner of it. Just wonderful. Went around a big tour all around the icebergs. 40 minutes, half an hour, something like that. I thought that was going to be the end of my iceberg experience. Here we are coming back in. Beautiful. Watching some other people coming back in. It was so much fun. Little did I know, I had no idea what was going to happen the next day. Here I'm getting the sun going down over the icebergs. Look at the color here. I mean, it's just phenomenal. Wonderful color in the sky. Some boats still going out around. I'm loving these pictures. I did some HDR photographs with the sun going down. In the morning I got some more shots here. Look at there, the sun just coming up over the icebergs. Really happy to get these. Just great shots. Still, I'm working from the dock. I had no idea how lucky I was going to get today when I was making these photographs. Another fellow decided to take us out. And this time it wasn't just for like a 30-minute tour. I'm out. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm out taking a few photographs, shooting a little video. Mary's shooting a lot of video too on this tour. There's the icebergs floating by. We're going out. Nothing special yet. Just a little boat ride around the iceberg. It's nice to see them from this side with the sun on them. It's really good. And we got so close to them, I couldn't believe how close we got to the icebergs. It was just wonderful. And they're beautiful with the sun shining on them. It shows the blue lines in the iceberg, some of them. And when we get this close, you can actually hear them melting. There's a sizzle as the oxygen and gases are released from the ice. This ice is thousands of years old, apparently, coming from a glacier near Greenland. Wonderful to see. Nice blue color in there. Arctic ice. I'm so impressed. I mean, I couldn't believe my good fortune to get this close. I've never been this close to an iceberg. And there's so many of them too. All chunks apparently that broke off this enormous chunk of ice that came across the ocean. You can see the water melting and running down the lines through the ice, sort of eroding the iceberg. Over the night I could hear chunks breaking off the iceberg as it melted. You hear big chunks break off the iceberg. Sometimes I've seen icebergs break in half and roll over. That's amazing to see.
We're going to go down to them down there too, so if you want now.
I'm shooting video, so we're...
Okay, as we're going.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
So your camera do video too?
To be out on the ocean, so peaceful. Look at the blue on this iceberg when the sun's coming through there. Nice blue. That's just amazing. I don't know why some of the ice is like translucent and blue. Here's a shot of me shooting some video of the icebergs. I'm using 7 to 14 millimeter on my OM1 Olympus camera. We're on a boat and moving in and out of the light, so the light on the video changes. Sometimes it's hard to maintain exposure. Bouncing up and down on the boat. We're finding more and more icebergs. I had no idea I was going to be out there this long on the water. It was just amazing. Here's another big iceberg. We got such beautiful clear weather. I can't believe how fortunate we were. Had a couple days of nice sunshine, no fog at all. Now here, look at this edge of the iceberg where the lines are coming through. I don't know what causes that, but you don't know how many times this iceberg is rolled and turned, and you know, what was up once is not up anymore, and sometimes the bottom part comes up. But it's very interesting patterns. Now we're picking up some speed going past this berg. We covered a lot of ground. We were out on the water for a good 2 hours. And this iceberg here from different angles looks totally different. We went clear around it and then past. Look, what do we got here? Some whales. There was 2, 3, 4 whales out there coming right up close by the boat. It's unbelievable. Sometimes you see the whale tail come up, sometimes you just see the spout. Lots of times you'll see a spray in the air and you know the whales are nearby. I've been on the shore when the whales were coming by and you can hear the noise they make. It's quite loud. This whale was swimming alongside of us. It seemed like they were following us and we were getting a bit close to them, so we backed off a bit. Some of the whales are really long too.
That's a long whale. That fin is only up.
Now we're just under power again, looking at the pieces. We actually got a chunk off the iceberg and it's in our cooler right now, keeping our food cool. It's amazing. It seems to take a long time for the ice to melt too, for some reason. I heard reports of some people actually camping out on an iceberg, which I think would be, I think that could be dangerous because it could crack in half or roll over at any time. But it'd be something to say that you camped on an iceberg. I'm in the front of the boat here photographing the iceberg. I don't know how much an iceberg like this would weigh, but it's pretty gigantic. Oh, ice and water and snow. I would have liked to have more time at different locations to get shots, so I'd be able to adjust my focus and everything like that, but it's catch as catch can in a situation like this, so the Olympus came in pretty handy. Looks like a little bird on here made out of ice on the edge of the iceberg. So many different patterns and light forms. You think you could be in Antarctica or somewhere when you look at something like this from the side. And look at that, wow, like the rudder of a ship upside down. But it's just ice. For some reason the ice melts at different speeds, so that's what causes the patterns. Lots of chunks broken off icebergs here. The tranquility of being out at sea, even with the engine running, it was incredibly peaceful and restful. There's a whale off in the distance, look at that. I think we're going to see a few more of those. Here we are a little closer in. The whales come in eating the capelin and come into shore. Here's a whale surfacing. That's the humpback on it. Whoa, tail. That's what I like to see. When I see the whale tail with water dripping off, I like that. That's what I like, yeah. Here you can identify the different whales by the patterns on their tail. Almost got a tail that time, but not quite. Oh, there it is. The pattern of the cloud and this iceberg. Wow, matches. Again, you can see the water running off the iceberg as it slowly melts. We can hear it when we're here. We cut the engine and you can hear the sizzle. It's like the effervescence in a glass, in a drink. You can hear the iceberg sizzle as it melts. There you can see the water actually running down the iceberg. It's amazing. So impressive. So for me, it was a 6-hour drive to get here and then a 6-hour drive to get back where we were. So 12 hours of driving and I guess about 3 hours out on the water to make this video. Over 2 days. So it was quite an expenditure of time and effort, but I think it was well worth it. Just seeing things, it was so enjoyable. Educational and enjoyable. And expensive. The 3 E's of photography. Wow. they're not just a big ice cube. I mean, they're different, all different types of ice, snow compacted, and here we got the whales again going up and down the shore, blowing. They're catching capelin. They've got to be. That's why they're here. Whales, cod, and capelin. All the while I'm out on the water, the time just flew by. I mean, when you're seeing a whale, like the largest land mammal, or I guess not a land mammal, largest mammal on Earth. Another blow there. Wow, look at this, wow. Splashdown. Not getting a tail. I would really like to see a whale breaching. I've never seen that. Never been close to a whale breaching out of the water. Again, the water's just pouring off this iceberg. I was feeling kind of warm out there too. Whale just going along. Look at that tail, wow. Imagine like a whale can swim across the ocean, can get fish as it goes along, so it's pretty free really to go swimming anywhere he wants to be. As long as they can find capelin to eat, they're happy, I think. We've seen whales and baby whales and 3-4 whales swimming together in a pod. Just being this close to whales. And the local people really appreciate them. I mean, they enjoy going out to see the whales and show them to people. It's just fabulous. There's a couple swimming along the shore together. I came out here to see the iceberg. I had no idea that we'd see whales, especially whales this close. It was like a real twofer. I mean, we got to see the whales, we got to see the icebergs, where I was out to sea twice. Mary was out the one time. And the pictures we got are just incredible, I think. A whale's tail and an iceberg together, it sort of tells the whole story. Now we're making up a little time, coming back in. We'll get another run at these icebergs as we come into shore. Here's some people out having fun. Look at that, just blasting by. They don't even have to take pictures, they can just enjoy being there by the iceberg. What a wonderful way to spend the day. Well, here's some portraits of some of the icebergs. Here you can see the water running off the iceberg again, and you can see the little bubbles coming up out of the water around the iceberg. Look at all the action around the iceberg there where it's melting and the bubbles are coming out. And got the blue ice on the side of the iceberg. I'm so happy that I got these photographs and the video. This is something that I'll remember. I'll remember this for the rest of my life. What an experience. To get this close to an iceberg, to bring a chunk of the iceberg home in our cooler. Wow. What an experience. What a great day. We're on the dark side of the iceberg right now. Soon we'll be coming around to the light, I think. There we go. I'm really having fun now. When you go out to do something like this, I always wonder, could I just go out with one lens? No, because you never know what you might get. Here we're coming into shore. Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Please like, subscribe. Come on back again real soon.